Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. This is Bhupesh. Hope you are doing perfectly well. So, what we're going to talk about today? Today we are creating a new playlist altogether, which is on Grafana K6. I think most of the people are aware about the K6 load testing tool, but with the onset of Grafana taking the open source version of K6, it's called as Grafana K6, which is an open source developer friendly load testing tool. Now, what this can do the load testing similar something similar to your JMeter, and it can do number of users for number of time. It can produce loads on your application, and then it can do browser performance testing and other kind of testing. So today we're going to talk about what is Grafana K6 and how we can inject load onto our one of the Kubernetes application, and how we can simply validate the data, the runtime data of your Kubernetes uh, cluster as well as the application onto Grafana. Everything is open source, so don't worry about taking any kind of a license or something. We'll be checking everything on to this video. So stay tuned. We'll talk about what is Grafana K6. We'll inject the load using Grafana K6 onto the application. It's a Kubernetes application, and we'll monitor the status of that application using Kubernetes Grafana, open source Grafana. Now we have a small GitHub page that I've kept it for you for your easiness, so that you can simply go ahead and mimic whatever I've done in this session, and it would be really quick and easy for you to understand what is happening and how you can do inject loads and everything onto your application, and then see everything onto your Prometheus and Grafana stack. So let's get started. There's no theory again. We'll be doing simply practical implementation, how to do everything using Grafana K6. This is my, a mini cube cluster, and this is my repo, which I'm talking about. The same documentation is being opened into the VS Code. First of all, what we need to do, we'll be setting up the Grafana Q Prometheus stack, very popular stack for setting up the Grafana for monitoring that we'll do, and then we'll inject the load on our application. First of all, I'll add the repositories and everything, right? Let me do it here on my, so I'll do the repo update, which is the fairly simple thing. I don't want to create a monitoring namespace, which is already there. I don't want to set up the monitoring namespace context, which is already there, I guess so. I'll be, yeah, I'm already into the monitoring namespace, you can see. Now I want to install this monitoring release name from this Prometheus stack, but I'll be using some values.yaml file. Now, what is this values.yaml file, which is very, very important to understand. I took some time to resolve this problem, so you should not have this problem. So what you need to make sure that your Prometheus should be able to get the remote write, meaning you should be able to send the matrices to your Prometheus. If you do not have this thing enabled, then your Prometheus will not be able to get the matrices from the load testing tool. So make sure you add this piece into your Helm chart. So basically we are saying into Prometheus configuration, Prometheus spec, please enable remote write receiver and enable features remote write receiver. That is something you need to make sure that you're doing in your Helm chart when you're doing it. So simply I'll go ahead and then install this thing into your namespace, which is I'm already in the monitoring namespace. And the moment it is being installed, then we'll check the Grafana using the port forward, and we'll see how the Grafana is behaving. It will take some time to install. Yeah, nothing is there. The helm chart will take fraction of seconds to do things. It will pull up all the helm chart. Now it's getting uh, okay. Okay, I can see pods are coming up nicely. I don't think any problem in the pods that are coming up. Yeah, this is a heavy Helm chart. It so generally takes time when you are installing it for the first time onto your cluster. We are looking for this service, which is the Grafana service I'm talking about, which is on port number 3080. So we'll just quickly check it once all pods are up. Okay, all pods are up. Only one of the container. Okay, everything is up. Now let me see the service of Grafana. Yeah. Now I'll do the port forward of this Grafana, and okay, it is used somewhere. So let me just pick some other port of my local. So I'm exposing the Grafana port of cluster to the local 3001. Now The admin is the user ID and password is from operator. If you do not know how to get the from operator password, you can simply run this command and you can get the from operator password also, right? So you run this, you will get the from operator password of your login to Grafana. I think I've told this thing 100 times in my entire playlist of Grafana, so I don't think it is difficult to understand. Now I'll go to explore. Let me see my how many matrices are coming. I have not injected any load or anything. I'm just checking the default matrices that generally comes from this Helm chart. So you see everything is now popping up. You have the node exporter and everything. I'll come back to my documentation. So I have everything set up running Prometheus and Grafana with remote write enabled. Now I'll go ahead and install this pet clinic application. Pet clinic application with replicas 2. I'm making sure it's a web-based Java Spring Boot application, and then we'll do load testing on this application, right? So I'll just simply go ahead and run this kubectl apply, right? So the pet clinic application is should be up and running. Yeah, this is my pet clinic application. If you really want to see the pet clinic application, I can simply show it to you. It's pretty straightforward application that I've been using in my sessions, pretty often. So yeah, it will take some time. Don't worry. Just trying to connect to the pod. Yeah, it will take anything. So once the pet clinic application, now we will configure the load test. So what is this load test? So we will be injecting a script using a config map into a job. Okay. So first of all, I'll create a kubectl create config map, naming this from file script.js, which is this one. So I am saying now this is a uh, uh, K6 script. I am saying the number of users are 5 and duration is 30 seconds. Please inject load with 5 users for 30 seconds on this URL, which is your pet clinic service. So pet clinic installed in monitoring namespace service cluster local port number 80. So simply, straightforward, I am saying please inject my load on pet clinic application for 30 seconds with 5 users. I hope you understand this now. Now this should be my pet clinic application. Now this is up, everything is perfect. So now let's go to next step. Next step is let's create this config map, right? So I'm creating a config map here. Let me go back. Yeah, I'm creating config map. Config map is created. Now I'll creating a job, first job. So I'm creating kubectl apply K6 job. Let me see what is this job. So job is simple. I'm using K6 job load test. And this time I'm not using K6 operator that I'll be using in next video, but this is a straightforward. I'm creating a job. I'm pulling a image called as Grafana K6 latest image. Now the important things that you need to understand, right? You should not do mistakes. So there's an environment variable called as K6 Prometheus remote write server URL. So this URL should be correct. This URL should be your URL of your Prometheus, which is able to get the data from, it's a remote write URL basically. Monitoring, this is the service of your Prometheus. You can check the service of Prometheus like this kget SCC. So you see this is the Prometheus service, right? So monitoring queue Prometheus. So this is the Prometheus, and then under this namespace, CV service cluster local 1990 API v1 remote, right? Then others are really straightforward. So this is the important item that you need to understand, right? And you need to make sure that this is the command. So I've given you the ready-made thing. You need to simply go ahead and run this and make your life easy. So I'm running this K6 job. Okay. Now K6 load has been created. Now you see the container is getting created. Now let me export the dashboard so that you can see the live data in your Grafana. So I have already enabled my Prometheus to get the remote write data as we do something on this. So let me import the dashboard so that it becomes easy for understanding what is the load testing is happening and whether it is going or not, right? Now I'm doing it for last 5 minutes. Anyway, so let me go back and let me see. Yeah, the load test is running. Let me see the logs whether everything is fine or is there any error, right? That is also you need to make sure that is there are no error. Minus F. So load test is completed. Is there any error in doing anything? There's no error. So yeah, and the load test is complete. Let me see whether data is coming or not. So I'll do a refresh. Yeah, I can see the data also. Perfect. So 121 HTTP request has been fired in those last 5 seconds or so, and this is the peak request and the latency and everything. This is the pet clinic service uh, URL which the Grafana K6 load testing URL has done. So it will give all the data which we are supposed to see. Request duration, right? 125 milliseconds per rate, latency timings, and this is the URL, right? And let me do again refresh. Now, this is the one of the tests that we have done. So what we have done, potentially we have injected load in our Kubernetes application using a Grafana K6 job and passing the script. Now let's do another test. I have another script, which is a little bit difficult script. I mean, a complex one. Duration is 30 seconds. Target is 50. Ramp up the traffic. Duration 1 minute. Target is 20. So it will ramp up the traffic for 1 minute. Duration 20. Target 0. Ramp down 0 over 20 seconds. So and again the same URL. Now let me go back and create another config map so that we can see a little bit longer duration of test, right? Now I'm creating another job. The moment I create another job, it will start creating that pod, right? So you see another pod is getting created. Let me do it here so that it is faster. So another pod is now you see the load test 2 is running, right? Let me see the logs from this load test 2, which you will see it will run for a longer period. It will run for a minute, I guess, right? LC minus F. So you see the load is running on this URL, right? It will run and you will see the live data also for this test. So you see now the earlier test completed here. Now the next load is also popping up. Now let me show you one more thing. Let's see uh, the 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 health of the cluster, right? Which is also important. So let's import the node exporter dashboard. 1860 is the node exporter dashboard which we normally import, right? Let's see the health of this cluster. Is it everything is going down for last 5 minutes? Yeah, you see it is really heavy. The RAM is 85% used. The cluster is behaving a little bit heavy. Let me do for last 15 minutes. Yeah, you see the clearly the spike. It is a spike that we ran that load test, right? The spikes are coming. After that spike, it went down. So again, you see system load has increased to 22%. CPU has gone again to 14%. And that is what is the load we are generating from that K6 script, right? Let me go back to this K6 dashboard. You can see the requests are again popping up. Let me go back to my cluster and see the still it's going on. It will go for close to a minute and then it will, you see, it is running with a percentage and you'll see the final results in a while. So potentially what we are doing, we are running a load test and then we are performing the health of the checking the health of the cluster, then and there. You see the node exporter is checking the health of the cluster. It's heavy busy. See, RAM is close to 89%. CPU system load swap used. I just want to yeah, the load is completed and the summary is also here, right? And the summary is also being sent to the Prometheus, which is being attached as a data source in my Grafana, and the load is completed here also. Perfect. So you see the performance overviews here. You see the HTTP request. Earlier it was 221, now it is 1700 request. There are no failures because peak rate is 19 requests per seconds. Duration is 41 milliseconds. Transfer rate, data and data received. Iterations, you can see the iterations. Latency timings, latency stats, HTTP request rate. The URL which is status was 200, 100% was status of 200. There was no failure. So that is on this part. Let me go back to my node exporter. The load which is trying to show. I'm just trying to depict the how much the cluster was used. You see the spikes because we were heavily putting load onto our cluster. So that is pretty much. Let me take a pause. If you see, this was the load I was talking about. Let me take a pause. If you have any doubts and queries, please definitely put down into the comment section. What are the other use cases that you are looking from Grafana cases? It is a very interesting tool that you can integrate with your applications and do a load testing rather than using JMeter. JMeter is a pretty much orthodox thing, but Grafana case is completely automated. Next session we'll be doing using Grafana K6 operator, which is more automated using CRDs, and you don't need to do anything from that perspective. So I'll take a pause. Do not forget to like and subscribe the channel so that you can get a lot of videos pertaining to other topics in DevOps and cloud. And if you have anything specific to talk, you can put down in the comment section. Stay tuned. Good luck for now. Goodbye for now. Thank you. Bye bye.